Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little different. In today's video, we're talking about male suicide. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and hit the notification button. Did you know that men, they die by way of suicide 3.5 times more than women? If you'd like to know more, stick with me for a few minutes. We're going to talk about all the factors and the causes and hopefully the treatments that can help men in regards to male suicide. I'm the Comfortable Counselor. Stay with me. The subject of men and suicide is very near and dear to my heart. It's a subject I feel very passionate about. It's the reason why I continue to try to make a presence on social media to try to help as many guys as possible. It's a growing problem in our society, not just in the US, worldwide. I'm hoping that you will share this video with as many people as possible to help raise the awareness about male suicide and help to get rid of the stigma. Raising the awareness, I'm hoping, will help save lives as we get the word out that this is an important subject that we've ignored for way too long. Now, as I was saying before, the male suicide rate is higher than any other demographic in the US, including Canada, the UK, Australia. Worldwide, it is a huge problem. So what are the risk factors? Why do they die by way of suicide more than any other demographic? Some of the factors include, well, how we are raised as children. We're told, watch your feelings, right? Don't share them so much. Don't cry. Don't be a this. Don't be a that, right? And we have so much to prove, I think, as we're growing up as boys, and we're trying not to stand out in regards to being, I guess, weak, right? Also, we are more likely to engage in substance abuse, to self-medicate, right? Men also tend to see the doctor less. I did a video a few weeks ago about the general health of men, and we are less likely to go to the doctor for physical symptoms and mental symptoms, right? Like depression and anxiety, things like that. Also, there's a problem with self-awareness, recognizing the symptoms. How do we as men interpret those feelings of being depressed or having anxiety or bipolar or whatever you want to call it, whatever the particular illness may be? If you don't know, if you're not educated, if you're not aware, then you're not going to know in the first place. In other words, you don't know what you don't know, right? So also, men tend to use more lethal methods when they are trying to end their life. Most of them own guns, and they'll use other means such as guns to end their life. Also, men feel like they have to be brave 24/7. That brave face that we're always told to put on, it's like we have to fake it sometimes, because if not, we'll be perceived as being weak. I think another factor that makes it very difficult for us as men to ask for help is we tend to isolate. I don't know what it is, and I'm guilty of this also. You can ask my wife, who's behind the camera right now, okay? That when we're having issues, problems, struggles, we tend to want to get away and get by ourselves and be able to just shut ourselves out from the world. And I don't know why we do that, but I'm guilty of that as well. And so we tend to isolate. That is a huge factor as well. We try to shut the world out and I'll just deal with it on my own. I got it myself. I can do this. I don't need your help, right? So that is an issue sometimes. So what can be done about the problem? I think, first of all, getting social with friends and family, being able to spend more time with them, build those relationships so you have a support system. And this is really what this is about when I'm dealing with my own clients who have suicidal ideation or suicidal thoughts. And we have a plane going up there, which is no problem. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm okay with that. We are outside. It's beautiful out here. I'm in North Carolina and I'm loving the woods right here, so please bear me with the sound. But anyway, get social. Give yourself to others. I know that's hard, but building that relationship will create that support system, as I was talking about. Having a team, a tribe, a village, if you will, so that you have those relationships and connections so you don't feel so alone. There are peer support programs, either at work, at church, at other places in the community, where there literally are men's support group where we talk about issues of depression, anxiety, or people who have been through divorce. There's a high rate of suicide for men who've gone through divorce. They feel like they've lost their children, their family, finances are affected greatly. So there are even support groups for that. So consider joining a group. Also, evaluate your environment. Okay, the more stable your environment can be, the better. But if you don't know that your environment is not stable, then again, you don't know what you don't know, right? So try to evaluate your stress level, I guess. How are things going on in your life? Take a checklist, take inventory. What's going on in my life? What's stressing me out? What am I unhappy about? You have more power than you realize to change your environment. Believe me, you really do. When you figure out that maybe your stress level is a little higher than it should be, do something about it. And the best thing you can do is ask for help. And that's what I was talking about having those social connections with people, friends, family, your group, your tribe. If you need help managing your life in some way or another, don't be afraid to ask for the help. Because that is so powerful when you have a connection with somebody else, knowing they're on your side, they're on your team, they will hopefully come through and be that person for you that you can depend on. And that's what I think maybe I'm trying to say also is, how do we begin to identify the people that we know we can depend on? Start building that list. Start going out with coworkers. All the guys who are doing their own thing, try spending some time with them. Get to know them so that you know what their needs are as well, because they could very, very well easily need you as well. Do you have depression? Do you have anxiety? Well, how do you know you don't know? Again, take that inventory. Know what your symptoms are. Go to the doctor, at least your primary doctor, and tell them how you're feeling. Let them know that you have needs that are not being met, and they could recommend you to be able to go see somebody. Do you have any hobbies, talents, skills that haven't been discovered yet? There's a whole person inside of you, I guarantee there's a whole person inside of you that you haven't even met yet that has so much to offer to the world. I get very passionate about this. Like I said, this is a very near and dear subject to me. I've had people very close to me who have chosen to end their life, and as a counselor, it has motivated me to spread the word in a very powerful way, to connect with other people, and to help them know that we need to stick together, and so we can help lower the rate of male suicide. Social media, the internet. There are so many resources out there. There are great websites. I'll put links to those websites down in the description of my video so that you can go to those places. It's very important just to click, and you're already in touch with resources that could definitely help you. There's even online therapy help. You can literally, if you don't want to go and see somebody because you're afraid what people think, that's fine. But you can literally you can Skype a session. I do Skype sessions all the time with some of my clients, right? So you can even just chat your sessions. I mean, there are a lot of options. You don't have to do this alone. There is help everywhere. No matter where you get your help, please get help somewhere, and get help now. I hope you've gotten something positive from this video. It's a general video. I hope to touch on this topic more in the future. If nothing else, please remember, this is your life. This is your story. You have the power to write or rewrite it as many times as you want. Check out my videos every Sunday. Please subscribe. Again, hit the notification bell. I hope you have a fantastic week. This is the Comfortable Counselor saying bye.